Breaking news. So, guys, the sad news we are just getting now is that bandits actually attacked St. Mary's or St. Andrew's Anglican Church at Isiokwe in Lulu community of Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. I'm going to play the video so you can see the damages they did, and they, abducted the pastor and actually, killed about 2 persons within that particular vicinity. And the police is still making some investigations. What is actually going on in this particular country? What is actually going on in this particular country? Look at the video. Let me just play the video so you could see and hear what actually happened. Attacking church, kidnapping priest, and actually unaliving about 2 people within that particular environment. Anambra State here. Let me play the video. We'll come back. We'll discuss more issues.
No, yes. Now, when they tell why they when they follow them, these people supposed to back the up. And that one time in
Now, with this one, we have lost two vehicles now. A machine, motorcycles. This is the pastor's house. I was burned down and razed to ashes, and I still think that the car is also burned down. Oh, Jesus. This is the pastor's car. Burned down. Ukochukwu's car. Burned to ashes and the building. Let's see. It's quite unfortunate that at this time in our community, when we are trying to see that we gain back our community, things like this are happening. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite very, very unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. It's the compound.
Now, the question people are asking and people are saying is whether is these northern bandits, these Islamic fundamentalists that came all the way from the north to Ihiala to actually commit this particular atrocity, or probably this is an indigenous issue. It is still the indigenous within that particular environment or locality that committed this particular atrocity. I've often told people that whenever such cases happen, the police should actually make a proper investigation, so that people will know who truly committed this particular act. Because a lot of people are saying it is the northern bandits that came to Ihiala in Anambra State to commit this particular atrocity, while some people are saying that it could be the locals there. But the truth of the matter is that the two situations or conditions are possible. It could be these particular bandits, but it is highly unlikely. If you make a lot of investigation, it could be some locals, probably some aggrieved members of that particular environment, or probably 1 or 2 things happened. And the truth of the matter is that we must condemn criminality in any form, whether it is the northern bandits or whether it's the locals or probably the unknown government or whatever they call them that committed or probably perpetrated this particular act. It has no place in the society. It has no place in society. Just because peace has gradually started creeping in the entire southeast region, they want to destroy it. They want to flare up the entire situation again, so that everybody will run away. There are some people who benefit more from insecurity, especially some of these government officials. Some of them are full-time sponsors of insecurity. They would like to flare up the insecurity by sponsoring these attacks here and there, so the government can release more funds for security purposes, so they can see more funds to embezzle. So the Nigerian police should conduct a thorough investigation to know those who actually perpetrated this particular act, to know those who actually perpetrated it. Because if it's the locals must actually be apprehended and be prosecuted, which is basically the truth. According to the report, they abducted the pastor, they abducted the wife, and unalive about 2 persons. Nobody knows who actually prompted this particular attack, but it is highly condemnable. it is highly condemnable. It makes no sense. And if it is the northern bandits that actually did this, I think it's high time for the government of every region, including the Southeast region, go to beef up security, especially in places of worship. Not just the pastors and the clergymen across the country must beef up security. Security, at least you people can even be contributing money for security purposes in your church. Have some security personnel in your church, because the times we are now in this particular country are scary times. I can boldly tell you this for free. Well, till the investigations come out, the United States congressman, being Riley Moore, who is actually speaking about the Christian genocide, came to Nigeria. And he met the National Security Advisor. Let me show you what he said after interaction with the National Security Advisor and all that. Then after what he said, we are going to talk more. If he has been compromised, if he has been deceived or all that. But let me read out what he said first. Then before we'll talk about these things. So after Alimo met Nuhu Ribadu, he went and posted on Twitter. Look at what he said. I want to thank the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu for a productive and positive conversation with the U.S. congressional delegation to Nigeria. There were concrete steps and actions discussed at length that, if fully executed, I believe we enhance security across the country for all Nigerians, disrupt and destroy terrorist organizations in the Northeast, and stop the killing of Christians. A specific concern for President Donald Trump, or President of the United States, and myself, particularly in the middle belt of the country. I want to thank the Nigerian government and official BAT for rescuing the 100 innocent and precious Catholic school children. This is a positive demonstration of the government's increasing response to the security situation and shows commitment to the emergency declaration laid out by President Tinubu. The U.S. sense of urgency on our concerns was positively received. I feel that a cooperative security framework is within sight. The now established joint task force between the Nigeria and the U.S. is a great example. It is clear that there is an openness and willingness on the part of the Nigerian government to work with the United States to tackle these critical issues. Now that openness has to translate to concrete action. There is much work still to be done, but things are moving in the right direction. I look forward to the next steps with Nigerian government and the continued open dialogue. Peace be with you all. God bless the great people of Nigeria. Now, he equally went and met some other clergymen. He said, I came to Nigeria in the name of the Lord and on behalf of the American people. Just ending a very productive congressional visit to Nigeria, we had rounds of meetings with the Nigerian government and people on the ground, including stops in Benue State. More details to come. Happy Sunday. God is great. He made this particular post yesterday before he made this other one. Now, he met Nuhu Ribadu, who been the National Security Advisor, and he said they had positive talks and all that, and they are making efforts to stop the killing of Christians, specifically in the middle belt of the country. And he equally, commended Balame Tinubu's government. They said they released 100 school children that were abducted in Niger till date. Or till now, we've not seen them. There's no video anywhere. Even the Christian Association of Nigeria, has said that they've not received any news, or probably they've not even received these people that we are said to have been released. Well, we are going to see how things unfold. The United States government do not even know that the Nigerian government, as a matter of fact, has been complicit for over how many years because of this insecurity. If not for the way US pressured them, these actions will not be taken. These steps will not be taken. They will even allow, in fact, is it today that Dakoma, Ezekiel Datoma has been complaining. He has been complaining, crying out, making videos, even where he was burying people. The Nigerian government gave deaf ears. They don't listen to them. They don't consider them until this particular man decided to call on Donald Trump. That is when the Nigerian president, being Bola Ahmed Tinubu and co, started acting. We are going to see how they are going to sustain this particular, because to me, I see it as pretense. Because if you've stayed over time and you did not do the needful until the United States decided to put fire on you or pressure on you, that was the time you started working. It means you are pretending. We are going to see their commitment and how they are going to sustain this fire. Because what they are going to do now is to please the United States, to tell them, oh, we are working, we are doing this, we are doing that. And that is what they try to show to Riley Moore, who actually passed that particular motion or push that particular motion of the Christian genocide in the United States Congress. We are going to see how things unfold. Many people are saying, hope this particular Riley Moore has not been corrupted, or probably has not been bribed, or probably has not been deceived, that he should actually continue the pressure, because it seems the Nigerian government needs to be pressured before they can do the needful. That is basically the truth. It seems that is the only way they can work. If you don't pressure them, if you don't put that fire on them, I think they will not work if you don't put that fire on them. Meanwhile, let me briefly play the video of a clergyman so that the United States congressmen that came to Nigeria will actually see the kind of leaders we have. So they will be very careful while dealing with them to know that these kind of people. Well, let me play the video first. When we come back, we'll try to analyze, wrap up more issues there.
A present crop of national leadership and sub-national leaders to speak the truth are corrupt. They are bereft of political principles. They have no political scruples, conscience. They lead the vaccines plan for self, for family, for cronies, and not for national interest. Largely bankrupt of character and integrity. Many, including for the presidency, are already campaigning for re-election in 2027 in the midst of grave national crisis of governance, insecurity, jihadist agenda, Christian genocide, high cost of living, multiple taxation. That's what preoccupies them. And they say they're serving the people far from the truth. Our dear governor, who is a close associate to Chief Olansi, who is ably represented here, we cannot talk about this man of politics or governance and re-engineering Nigeria in diverse ways. That's why he has been either a founder in UNCP or he will put himself up as a chairmanship candidate of PDP, and every way. I know he means well. So here, as the commissioner takes it back to him, we commend all the good works that are happening in Enugu to defeat its cities of the capital of the former Eastern region, East Central State, Old Anambra State, and the hub of the East right now. We thank God for all they are doing. We see the roads, urban re-engineering. We hired in your budget 1.62 trillion naira budget estimate, budget of renewal of momentum. That's what I read. They called it.
Well, that's all we have for you guys today. If this is your first time I've come across my videos, kindly drop your comments and equally subscribe. It will not cost anything to subscribe, and equally, drop your comments and share this particular video so it can go viral so people can see what's actually going on. So also drop your comments and what do you think about this particular unfortunate attack that actually happened at St. Andrew's, Anglican Church in Ihiala. It is not a good sign. Igbos are not like this. You hardly hear that such thing happen in Igbo land. So drop your comments with respect to this and tell me who you think might be responsible for that particular incident. See you guys later.